Hey Capricorn, welcome to your energy reading for what your spirit guides would like to tell you at this time. You clicked on this video because there's something within this reading that is meant for you. So let's go ahead and see what that is. Of course, as always, take what makes sense for you and your story. If anything does connect, if you don't mind supporting with a like, comment, subscribe, really does help me out a lot. So thank you for your support and welcome in if you are new. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So I already got a card flying out here. We have the Seven of Pentacles, which is earth energy as well. I don't know if there's something that you are working on. Maybe there is something that you have been putting a lot of time, energy, effort, maybe even resources into to grow. It's like, for example, maybe some of you are a gardener, farmer. Maybe some of you are creating fresh food for yourself, like growing your own food. That won't be for everybody, but it's for example too, it's like, you know, tending to something for a while. Maybe this has been something that you're not really sure how it's going to play out, because this card can also reference maybe a checkpoint time where you're like evaluating stock, or like taking stock of your current circumstances or situation. And it doesn't just have to do with like business or resources. It could be having to do with a relationship, your home, your health, whatever it is. You know, you'll know what's coming to mind as far as like something that you've been putting a lot into, and maybe feeling like you're not getting a whole lot back out of it, whatever this is. So it's really like, this is a time of deliberation or review before continuing to move forward. Like, is this really working out for me in the way that I'm wanting it to? Am I being impatient here, or is this something that's just not really working or turning out in the way that I originally planned? So that could be something that's coming up around this time. This card is talking about seeds well planted, efforts or investments that will be rewarded in the future, the need for patience, a time for resting and planning for the future, and unnecessary worry. So I do feel that if there is, especially if like things are going well, maybe there's just not a lot of like this feeling of get back, or especially that you're like putting into a person, place, or thing, and it's just like, you know, while there's joy in it, it may just be like, how should I say this? Because it's like growing, like for example, growing an apple tree, right? And you have to, like, yeah, you put the seed in the ground, but then you have to constantly be tending to it. And because maybe whatever this thing is, you've been tending to it every single day, you're not really seeing as clearly the growing process of this. And so maybe there is a reminder that's needed to say, like, don't get too impatient. You know, it's kind of like that saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's like building it brick by brick, or, you know, cultivating this apple tree and taking care of it day to day or week to week, or however often you have to tend to an apple tree. But I'm just saying, you get the point. It's just that, you know, don't lose hope, and maybe remind yourself of why you started this in the first place. You know, granted, I will say sometimes there are things that just aren't working out, and maybe you've realized that you've done all that you can do, and there's really no more tending to the situation, because no matter how much you tend to it, nothing's really changing or nothing's really growing, and it's just not serving you. So that can also apply. So don't like force yourself to continue something if you genuinely feel it's not really worth the time and energy anymore, whatever this may be. Let's see what else wants to come up for Capricorns. What do their spirit guides want to talk about? Five of Swords. So I don't know if for some of you, this could be having to do with other people. This can talk about like someone or people that don't maybe have the best intentions, or there's something that, again, there's this energy of like how should I say this? Because I'm getting a few messages here and I'm trying to like say them at once. one, I want to say it's like what I was saying before with the Seven of Pentacles here. It's like what was once fun when you first started, like when you had this great idea. It's like, oh yeah, this was fun and I enjoy it. And but kind of like gum that's you've chewed the flavor out of. It's just not really tasty anymore or enjoyable anymore. And I will say too, maybe this is something that you have expressed to other people or been sharing your progress or sharing your journey with other people. And maybe they don't really see like, why are you continuing doing this? Like, we don't really see it's working, or we don't really understand um, why that would be something you would even enjoy. So I don't know if there's like opinions of other people that you need to kind of like let fall by the wayside. It's like it doesn't really matter what other people think, as long as you think it's worth your time and energy, and you're getting fulfillment out of it. It's like, not that you have to prove them wrong or anything, but I feel like that would naturally happen if you believe in this thing that you're putting your time, energy, attention, resources into, and being able to show them that even when it seems like nothing's working, to still keep going, because that will change. It's like this brick wall also for some reason is speaking to me. It's almost like maybe there's something about hitting a brick wall, but this is a like temporary situation that you can get over. And maybe that's also a message here with the Five of Swords, that if you are dealing with other people and there's some sort of like spat or argument or disagreement or different perspectives, it's not something that's going to like, it's a temporary thing. Like shit happens, sometimes people get into it or don't agree or get along for whatever reason. Similar to this card, it's like playing a poker game, and at first it's fun, but then maybe it starts to get serious, or people take it too serious, or what. And it doesn't have to be about a game. It could be about anything. Maybe people are taking things too personally, or you could be taking things too personally. Something that was, again, something about intention, someone either not having the best intentions, or there being some sort of like confusion or miscommunication, something like this. But I will say also with the Five of Swords, it can sometimes talk about someone who is like, maybe has a different motive and doesn't really have the best intentions and what they are trying to do, like maybe trying to cheat or steal, or maybe has been hurtful, even though like to them, they don't think it's that big of a deal, but to you it is, or vice versa. And so maybe there's something like that coming up around this time. But again, I feel like this may be somewhat of a change in the dynamics of things, but I feel that at the same time, like it can be easily resolved, I guess I'll just say. So I want to say too, not only with having to do with other people, but just maybe the situation that you are feeling stuck in. The Five of Swords can also talk about your own inner conflict within your mind, within your perspective, like, and maybe being a little bit too hard on yourself, maybe feeling like you made an unwise choice, because this card says an unwise choice. There's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. So whether it's having to do with your own mind of being hard on yourself with whatever you are wanting to create or achieve, or whether you're letting other people's judgments and opinions knock you off, or cause you to feel that, cause you to not trust in your own discernment or guidance with what's going to be the best for you. And maybe that's part of this brick wall too, is like needing to kind of set boundaries with other people, that it's like, listen, you don't have to agree or believe in whatever it is that I am working towards. I believe in it. This is what I want to do. If you don't think it's going to be successful, that's fine. But I don't need that kind of energy. I'm trying to focus on what I'm trying to create, and I don't need the negativity. So there could be something about that. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, Capricorn, but it just feels that whether it's your own mind or other people, you're being called to trust in yourself and not let your ego or other people discourage you from following your own belief. and whatever it is that you are creating. Yeah, you have the Ace of Swords. This is truth. This is victory. This is overcoming obstacles. I'm going to take this card too, because I just feel like this is something. Yeah, and you have the Fool card here too with the Dreamer card. This is like a dream that you have been working towards. This is an idea that that you started out with, that you had a lot of belief in, whatever this thing that you are working towards or creating. This Ace of Swords talks about brilliant ideas that may need refinement. So that can also be in the Seven of Pentacles, like maybe needing to change some things in your review of how things are being handled or processed, or how you're working on things. This says overcoming obstacles with faith that everything will work out. Communicate clearly and concisely, remain objective, which is in perfect alignment with what I was saying with the Five of Swords here, that it's like you got to stay in your own truth. Like, people are going to have their own opinions because of wherever they are. And sometimes it can even be jealousy too, because people like maybe don't believe that they can do it, or they don't know someone that's done it. So seeing you try to do it, it's like, oh yeah, so you think you're going to be a millionaire, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, you can discount it all you want, but I'm going to be a millionaire. I am going to make it. It may take me some time, but best believe I'm gonna make it. And I think that's part of the belief here in your dream, to not lose hope, to not lose faith, even though it feels like you're kind of like taking a risk or taking a chance. But it's like you got to follow your own path with where you're being called to. This Dreamer card of the Fool is talking about a new start. Trust yourself, push your fears aside and other people who have negative intentions or things to say, and take a leap of faith towards your dreams. And try not to be, again, don't be hard on yourself, and don't feel like you have to be hard on others. Not saying that you are, but it's like, let the peanut gallery judge. You don't have to explain yourself. I mean, you can, but if they're still just not accepting that or treating you some type of way, then, just ignore it, or maybe take some time or set boundaries and take some time out for yourself. Is there anything else, Spirit Guides, that you want me to talk about? Is there anything else? For some reason, I feel like there's another card in here for you, Capricorn. Let's see. And then I'll get a Spirit Guide Oracle message for you to wrap it up. But let's see. Anything else for Capricorn Spirit that is most important? Okay, one more shuffle if not, but I just feel like there's something. Almost thought that was it, but let's see. Oh, yep, there it is. Whoop, there it is. All right, so we got the Empress card. I love this. This is about nurturing yourself and nurturing your dreams, Capricorn. This is, I don't know if there's something about needing healing or taking some time out for yourself to take care of yourself. Maybe you just need a little bit of a break. That could be also something here with the Seven of Pentacles. It's like, it's not all about go, 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 work, work, work. Like, you don't water a plant every single day. I mean, you could, but it's like it's like a process. It's a process, and it takes stages, and it's like building a house or something like that. You don't do it all in one stretch. You got to build the foundation, you got to build the frame, you got to do this, you got to do that. And so it's just like, I know sometimes we can get a little bit impatient because we want our dreams to be a reality now. But there's also something here, I will say too, with the Seven of Pentacles, of like seeing the value and the beauty of this journey. And so this divine feminine energy of the Empress is asking you to be easy on yourself, to be calm, to smell the roses, to enjoy this journey of creation, and it's like tapping into that artistry as well. And it's not all just about getting the results or like having the money. It's like, that's that's not what really makes you happy. What really makes you happy, like, yes, it will make you happy. Don't get me wrong. It will be enjoyable, but at the same time, it's about the creation aspect that really is the joy, because you're like having this adventure of creating something out of nothing. You know what I mean? And so it's like with the Ace of Swords, this is like the transformation of the butterfly, similar to this was something that came up in Virgo's reading as well. But it's just like you having fun and just the imagination aspect of things. And also, like, there's always like, it's like once you accomplish one thing, there's going to be new things that you're going to want to start working towards as well. It's like, but this is just, for some reason, it feels significant as far as like something very important. And wow, I'm just noticing like she's holding a unicorn. So again, there's something here that you truly are being called by your spirit guides to remember the reason why you started this in the first place, and to not lose faith in your belief that this can and will happen for you. $1 million maybe to other people seems crazy or impossible, but it all starts with your belief. If you believe it's impossible, then that will be for you. And this law of attraction based universe, what you believe is what you receive. So believe in miracles, believe in unicorns, believe in you having the $1 million. But once you accomplish that, there's going to be other things that you want to accomplish too. So that's why it's like there's no rush here, and there's no need to be hard on yourself, and just being able to enjoy the journey as best as you can. This card is saying time to take action, give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. Abundance and prosperity. Holy shit, did I say it to you? No, I said it to Libra, but there's 111 in this card too. I mean, this is technically a 3 card, but anytime I see like the Roman numeral 3, it always makes me think of 111. So you may be seeing signs and synchronicities around. I don't know if you're dealing with a Taurus or a Libra again. So definitely check out any of the other signs you feel called to, Capricorn. But yeah, this is a time to just pause, reconnect, take a break, step away for a little bit so you can get a fresh perspective, so that you can realign with your belief in your dream coming true. I know that seems big, but it's because it is. I mean, this isn't like a small thing. And it's important to you in your life and what you are wanting to create. Breathe. Oh my God. Perfect message with everything that I've been saying here, that this is a time to take. Wow, and there's a butterfly in there too. I don't know if blue butterflies are significant. You have it in not only the Ace of Swords, but this breathe card as well. You're being called to breathe, Capricorn, and remember why you started this in the first place, and that you are going to be successful. You are going to overcome your obstacles. And yeah, maybe there are changes that need to be made, or some reevaluation that may be needed, but you don't need to have that all figured out when you're not in alignment, or when you're not clear, because the Ace of Swords talks about being clear in your mind, having the truth, and not feeling confused even when things don't feel like they're necessarily moving as fast as you would like them to. So this breathe card is really asking you to take that time out to rest. This is saying the breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and outside, connecting you to the universe. Spirit, the divine source. Oh, that's part of the that's part of the sentence. It's the connection between the inside and outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. So it's time to reconnect with your soul, because it will empower you and help you feel clear and free, and trust and believe in your dreams, and will help you continue moving forward towards creating this abundance, this manifestation, this joy and stability and security and connection with, what you came here to do and what you're capable of. You could be, do, or have anything that you want. It all starts with your belief. So I hope this made sense and connected for you, Capricorn. Definitely let me know down below. Thank you for everyone who has donated. If you would like to donate or book a reading, you can do so through my link tree, which is down below in the description box. Thanks for choosing me to read your energy. And until next time, have a blessed day.